Hello players and welcome to my home course. This is the Hairy Golfer and thanks to Matt for showing you this video. I always think the opening tee shot is so important. To find this fairway can set the tone for the entire round. No matter your handicap, even if you've got to hit a 6-iron, getting it on the short grass can make all the difference. Just got to sort out what the wind is doing tonight, because it is quite blowy indeed. Well, it's on, but I'm miles away. Now, lagging isn't something you can teach. It's something that you have to learn. It's simply putting in the reps on the putting green. And even though that's short is good. You know, 75% of the world, the golfing world, comes over the top and hits the ball with an open club face. So when you're faced with a hole that goes against your natural shape, then you have to go with what you have got yourself. This isn't the place to try and figure out how to hit a draw. That's for the practice ground. Once you've done it on the practice ground, then you bring it to a hole like this. So the second is a little dog leg to the left. So I come all the way over to the right side of the tee to straighten the hole as best I can. And then I go ahead with my shape, not the shape of the hole. No matter what golf course you play at, you're going to have holes which give you trouble. No matter how good you get, there'll be holes that give you trouble. A scratch golfer who hits his 4-iron 220 yards will not look forward to playing this hole. So you kind of like got to accept the bogey. If you get the par, all well and good. But if you can accept the bogey, you might avoid the double bogey. 202. Hybrid. I must say I don't like this hole in the wind. But the wind's out the left, into and out of the left. The ground slopes hard from left to right. We can all use all of that to help us get the ball on the green. Until we do that. When you're in real bother, priorities change. The flag isn't so important. Getting it on the green is important. There's no pars from that bunker. The only par chance you're going to get is by getting it safely on the green. One of the worst things you can do is second guess yourself. I've either got a little fault or I'm a little stiff. There's certainly a tendency to leave the club head a little bit behind and a little bit open. I'm going to aim left here. I'm going to aim left for the wind. I'm going to aim left because the fairway slopes left to right. But I'm not going to second guess what possible fault I've got and aim even further left. I got to take this shot on as if I'm going to hit a good one. I think it's so important to keep playing your game. Even though there's something wrong this evening, you never know. The next shot might be the best of your life. And if you've aimed the wrong way because you think you're going to hit a bad one, then you're just going to hate yourself. Well, I can't get at this flag without doing something stupid, but I can get at the left half of the green. So the left half of the green becomes my target. What's so important when you're off the beaten track like that, through a little bit of bad luck, is you play the shot you can play and you play it well. Don't try the shot that you can't play. Number 5, little dogleg left. Unlike the second, there isn't really room for me to play my fade, so I am slightly forced into trying to hit a draw. And I can normally do it, but not today. Well, not everything goes to plan. This looks a lot worse than it actually is. But this is a very hard green to find. So short left and a chip on stroke 1 is ideal. And this little chip shows exactly why it is so important to practice your 4 and 5 footers every time you go to the course. These are so important to keeping your score ticking over. And the good thing about it is anybody can do it. You don't have to be a professional to hold these. Always be aware of where the tees are. For whatever reason today they're tucked up right behind the ladies. With that ditch across the fairway, it's out with a 5 wood and throttle back. Well, maybe that was too much of a throttle back with this wind. And that swing problem is going to show itself once again. Yeah, that's pretty ugly. But then my swing is pretty ugly anyway. Now here's a classic case of never up, never in being completely wrong. Most 3 putts come from doing this rather than being short. That's why I never worry about a 45 footer being short, because the 3 putts come from this side. This hole plays much longer than its length, so you've got to club up. And when there's plenty of wind around, then use it. You can use this wind to make this hole, this green, play a lot wider than it actually does. Another lag required. Now it's nice if they drop in, but I'm more than happy with that. I'm more than happy with having a tap in from my side of the hole rather than going past it. The only par 5 on the course, and they've just opened this new left-hand tee. Now it looks like it opens the hole, but as somebody who's a bit of a fader, I always find myself aiming the wrong way from this new tee. So I'm well out of my comfort zone. And with this large tree dominating the hole, the only thing left for me to do here is the clunk and run underneath it. And I'm going to sack my caddy because they've given me a 6 iron for this shot. Somehow I can hear the tuba already. Right, I need to thank Matt for showing you this video. Please join me for the back nine as we go up the hill. There's a lot of interesting holes up there, a lot of decisions to be made. Will we make good decisions? Will we make bad decisions? Another poor swing going on the wind. And yet we're only 3 over par. This is another classic case of you gave the hole a chance. Well, actually you don't. When you hit the putt this hard, it never had a chance. Sorry for not moving the camera, but I was so focused in on getting this 15-footer back. The blinkers went on, the camera was ignored, and that's the result. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.